there! So I have a couple of important things to tell you today, and they're things that I've been supporting over the years, and I video blogged about them before. So I was thinking this might warrant a clip show. Today is a beautiful day. We're gonna go make a difference. The first one is a local issue in Washington State, and it is called the Toxic Free Kids and Families Act. And I'm actually going to do a little bit of lobbying today with Washington Toxics Coalition for the Toxic Free Kids and Families Act. I got a chance to go out to Vaughn, Seattle Homeless firefighters, to talk about the Toxic Free Kids and Families Act. So tell us how the Firemen's Union is supporting it. This bill would ban the current flame retardant that's in use on furniture and children's products and that is proven to be toxic. But it would also set up a structure so that in the future, anything that they replace it with, if that is also proven to be toxic, that could also be banned.
This session is a bill apparently that's it's great, yes. Yeah, we work very closely with firefighters because, as you know, they're right there on the front lines. Not only are they putting out the fire, while they're doing that, they're being exposed to these flame retardants, which are going up in smoke and can be converted to even more toxic chemicals as they burn. Yeah.
Currently, there is a push at the last minute before the vote on this to have that provision of banning future chemicals that they'll use to replace the current one, have that removed from this bill. So what we need to do is write to our representatives and let them know that we want this bill voted on in its entirety, because it is important that we have Washington has the authority to research and ban chemicals in the future if they also prove to be toxic, which they probably will. I am in the 44th district, or as Colbert would say, the fightin' 44th. So my representatives are Mark Harmsworth and Hans Dunshee, both of whom I had the pleasure of meeting last year in Olympia when the Mrs. Washington pageant girls toured the Capitol. And I got a chance to talk to them about this very act. When you talk about the This year, Mark Harmsworth is already listed as being a co-sponsor and supporter of this bill, so that means Representative Dunshee, I'm looking at you, and then Senator Hobbs, I'll be looking at you next. The next thing that I need to tell you about is on a national level, and that is called the Personal Care Products Safety Act. Yes, the Personal Care Products Safety Act. It's a first of its kind, and this has just been introduced in Congress. Currently, product manufacturers can put just about any chemical in your shampoo, in your lotions, in your makeup, and it doesn't have to be labeled even. They can just get away with putting chemicals in there, and they can put things in under fragrance, and it's very unregulated.
Apparently, red is the color that destabilizes and would fade on the shelf over time, so it's the same reason they put it in paint. It holds color. Yeah, so I'm wearing red lipstick to demonstrate that yes, you can find natural red lipstick, and yes, red lipstick.
Well, this bill, I think, doesn't really go far enough towards forcing manufacturers to prove safety or to doing independent testing, but it's a start. It sets up a structure for down the road having more authority and having the ability to regulate the industry.
There's so much more to having a really great recipe that's tried and true that you know is going to be something you use day to day without having, knowing that you're not putting much chemicals on your face. It's like eating healthy every day. Same thing with your skin. You should be putting healthy things on your skin. It's a big organ every day as well. It's our body's largest organ. Huge. It needs to breathe. I know. I couldn't agree more. Yeah.
So on this one, if you live in Washington State, and if you watch my videos, you probably live in Washington State. There might be a few people watching elsewhere. But from Washington, write to your senators, Maria Cantwell and Patty Murray, and tell them that you want their support on this bill. This is super, super important. So I will put links to all of the senators and representatives that I want you to write to, or if you're in Washington and you don't know your legislative district, that's super easy to look up on the state website, so I'll put the link for that. Come on, let's do something. This is important. Let's make a difference.
You can still light a couch on fire that has them. So this one has it. Probably.